There's a war going on, the books can't escape from the team. Call the morning steam, it's time to call the morning steam. It's time to break one for cover. That's gonna cover, that's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott, running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott, sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money. You know how we do it.
All right, a pleasant good morning to you coming from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. This is Ramon Scott. Welcome to the Morning Steam Show here for Saturday, May 24th. We've got a great sports betting day already well underway here. Man, a lot of excitement here this morning with action already going on and some sports. So, we got an exciting playoff battles tonight, the NBA and NHL, and the big WNBA game as well, and a full slate of Major League Baseball, including a doubleheader today, day-night doubleheader following another postponement last night. So thank you for joining me here on the show as we get ready for a fun day. We've already got several of the finals in tennis going on right now. 3 of the finals underway. They're almost over, actually. And, getting beat down again here in a couple of them, but some pretty good matches going on, including just underway with Hurkacz and Djokovic just getting started. You got Maya Join. Looks like she's going to take down the Australian. Is going to take down Christian here. We've got also Samsonova and Rybakina. They're in a real battle, it looks like, here right now in the final at Strasbourg. And you've got also Rublev trying to fight back against Kaboli here at the the Hamburg Open in Germany. So plenty of action underway here. And also Western Kentucky just scored here. I see even Tulane's already got a run. We're underway in some big college baseball action here right now. I did play a couple of these games. I don't know if you want to get on. Tulane did get out to the lead here. So I won't maybe tout that. I did play Tulane 1-0 here, bottom of the first. I also took under 14 runs, so that maybe that one is still a valid play where I'm not, already ahead or something. It's 1-0 here in the bottom of the first inning, and also I like the under in this game with Kennesaw and Western Kentucky at I took it at 13 runs, and there is a run already. So hey, we'll keep you posted here with my scoreboard as well. Let's punch it up here and get the scores from the other sports ready as we get ready for our sports betting action here. We'll preview some of the games, and let's review last night and say hello to the folks in the chat. You guys are popping off already here. And let's see what we've got. Twisted is here this morning. Good morning to Twisted. Here's Paul Romero here. He says it's been a tough couple of days here for Ramon's picks so far. Which ones? Paul, let me know which ones are bringing me down here and which ones are good. Let me know what's going on. Here's Blue. Good morning to Blue. Nice to see Blue here. Joe W. as well. And here's Cash Kane in the chat. Nice to see Cash Kane here. And let's see, Twisted here. Oh, happy birthday to Twisted. Good to have him here. Robert McCormick in the chat. Thank you, Robert, for being here as well. And good conversation there in the chat. Let's see who else is here. Nuke is here. He says, smash it, like it, share this video, like and subscribe to our channel, Sports Money, here on YouTube. Uh, Also, Subhumans here today. I don't think we got too much going on the pitch here. Of course, we do have a big Major League Soccer card here on Saturday. I think that's kind of our feature here. There is some Serie A as well getting going and La Liga, but we know we have some decided here tonight, and also be the conclusion of the championship of the Mexican League tonight. It's 0-0 right now with Club America and Toluca after the first leg. And that one is at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific. If you want some action here from North America, if you will, with the Mexican final tonight. So appreciate that. And also Sheffield United and Sunderland coming up here at the top of the hour in the English Championship game. There in the English Championship, you know what I mean. Yeah, I think that's kind of what's going on here right now. There's also some college baseball at the top of the hour as well with our postponed game between Nebraska and Oregon. We'll see if we don't get some steam in on some of these early games in Major League Baseball. All right, and Andrew says, stick a fork in the Knicks. After last night's game, we saw Indiana take the win there yesterday. Tough week for my picks here. I've been on Indiana all week, so not a great week here, obviously, for me with Indiana up 2-0. We've had them in the series. We had them yesterday here on the show, of course, and hopefully you caught me over on the Cover the Spread show where I said go under. So I don't know. Maybe it is a tough week, but just keep picking some winners here and there anyway. Robert says, Twitter, fix your Twitter. I mean, what's going on? You fixed all the government jobs here, Elon. Why can't you fix our Twitter machine here today so we know what's going on in the world? It's broken. It's broken. You're broken. X broken. Twisted's not even on social media, except he watches YouTube. I think that's social media. I'm not sure. Blue says the Knicks are done. Andrew's here today. Good to see Andrew. And Lee Anthony Quinones says, how about some of those WNBA games last night where the spreads are never safe? Uh-huh. And let's see here. Twisted's on some of that tennis action, it looks like, with me today. Maybe that's what he means for sure, because I've had some rough tennis. I'll say that. Hey, good morning to Mikey Money. Have a great vacation here. Happy birthday to Mikey today. Speaking of birthdays, we're talking birthdays in there. And Philly Eagle Flyer here this morning. Real Madrid Doge says he told you all, Padres and White Sox. And of course, everybody remembers when the Padres and White Sox met in the fictitious World Series. Remember in the famous movie, The Kid from Left Field, and the Padres beat the White Sox. They were managed by Gary Coleman in that World Series over the White Sox. Of course, it was really his dad, Robert Guillaume, who was really kind of pseudo-managing the team. Remember, Gary Coleman, the foster care people came in and saw the cat food in the refrigerator and thought that his dad was feeding him cat food, so they took him away to the foster care. And, his dad was just he was kind of an alcoholic vendor for the Padres, but he was kind of he was a baseball expert. Padres were a terrible team in that movie. And then all of a sudden, they found out that Gary Coleman was kind of a good luck charm, but it was his dad, Robert Guillaume, was feeding him all the information to make the lineup right. Anybody remember that movie? I do, because the Padres won the World Series. That's probably how I'll go down. Okay. Here and Doge talking about that, talking about our action over there in Europe today. Thank you, Doge. Nuke will take Sheffield United in that big game today. And press the like button. Irish King is here too. How about that? We're having a birthday party here. Andrew says the big game today is at 10 Pacific here, 1 Eastern with the Liberty and the Fever. Remember, it's on CBS here today, huh? All right. And let's see what else we've got. We've got Irish King here. He says, take the Knicks. First quarter, Edmonton money line. He's been hot, 5-2. And here's Twisted. He says, Ramon, your picks aren't so great right here. Let me see. Let's see. I know you. Yeah. Well, let's see what we had yesterday. I know one thing we lost. I lost. I tried to go against. Now I'm on the futures play on Edmonton, but I thought, hats off to Edmonton because I thought they didn't look great. And I thought Dallas had swung the momentum. But what's happened here is all of a sudden Edmonton turned the tables and turned the series around with the victory last night. Edmonton, wow, they get the series evening win there last night, and all of a sudden they're in charge of the series following the win there over Dallas in impressive fashion on the road. That's where, yeah, for sure, man. Bad pick for me. Everyone else was on Edmonton, ready to turn that series around. I went to Dallas and over in that game. So shame on me going against these Oilers and against my futures play there. I guess I'm stuck with Edmonton there. Maybe I'll just back off the hockey. Fat chance. Good morning to Oldie here as well today. And Sub says that was a great movie. Of course, Sub likes because the Tigers beat my Padres one time in the World Series. All right, let's see what else. Andrew G says the Liberty going to pound the Fever here. And you know what? You can't buy a person, it feels like, right now on the you can't find anybody on Indiana in this game today. Everyone's on the Liberty. There's no doubt about it. I can't find anybody on Indiana today. That makes me kind of want to take them. Everybody's on. I mean, it is unanimous. The Sharps are on the Liberty. The Squares are on the Liberty. The Public's on the Liberty. Everybody loves the Liberty. How are they only right now in this game a 2.5? Well, they're up to 4.5 now. I mean, geez, huge move here for on the Liberty today, of course, with all that money coming in. They're up to 4.5 here right now, and the total's also gone up in that one to 172.5, 173. I'm showing 173.5 in that big game today between the Liberty and the Fever. Ron saw the kid from left field. Wasn't the best movie it wasn't a great movie. That's for sure. But the result was good. Andrew says, Oilers needed that. Let's go, Oilers. They did a great job last night. Doge says, let's go, Oilers. Nuke says, going to be the Oilers and the Panthers. Is it over already? Iris says, now the Oil cannot lose at home. Here's David Wallace in the chat. Great crowd here today. Wow. Really excited to have everybody here. And Blue says it might be the day to fade the Liberty here. Look, the Liberty's got all that talent. Indiana has not looked like what maybe people were expecting from Indiana so far. But I don't know. It's supposed to be pretty good, this Indiana team, right? All right. Chill says Knicks first quarter, Pacers first half, and full games. Those are his winners there, apparently. And Andrew says the only way the Fever wins is if the game is rigged. Well, it might be. I mean, everything is, everything is kind of favored to Caitlin Clark after all. I mean, look at the way they treat her and all the, all, the league knows that she's just a total distraction, right? And all right. Doge wants the fever today. I almost do too, because it is so unanimous. You can't find an expert on the fever. If you want to call them experts, I don't know. All right. And another goal here says Philly Eagle Flyer 3-0 US. Don't forget, I'm talking about all the sports going on. And you've got the United States here rocking Sweden right now. The US coming through here big time against Sweden at the World Championships here right now. Wow. All right, I've caught up there in the chat. Let me go over a few more things here. Try to cover some. I did get a reverse sweep, UFL. Tried to go contrarian a little bit. A couple more losses there. Got to own up to some of this. Let's go over to Major League Baseball from last night and see if I can't find any winners from the show yesterday. Try to see if I could win anything here. On from the action yesterday. I didn't do that great of a job covering that Knicks game, but Indiana, we know rocked them pretty good there, and we were on Indiana here on the show yesterday and the under. Okay, baseball action yesterday, yeah. Slow start for me for sure, but we did have San Francisco as a premium pick winner yesterday. I had the Giants on the road over Washington, and we did have Washington here as the winner on the show. Also, I had the winner in the Tampa Bay Toronto game yesterday with Tampa Bay over there at Tony's Picks. Had that as one of my high roller premiums over there, and we also had the under here on the show with Toronto and Tampa Bay yesterday with that win for Tampa. Also, how about last night, that wild game between the Dodgers and the Mets? I didn't have a winner there, that's for sure. No winner. I was on the Mets in that one as my high roller premium. We went with the under. It didn't go under, but what a game last night with the Dodgers and the Mets. Wow. We did have a premium pick winner here yesterday with my sports money premiums. Cleveland and Detroit game to go under yesterday. And also, hey, I had the Padres here on the show over Atlanta. I did take my Padres as an underdog, and they snapped out of it a little bit with the win. Also, a winner here on the show yesterday with Texas and the White Sox game to go under. Hey, when you pick every game, you're going to have some winners now and then here. Also on the show, I had the Seattle Mariners over the Houston Astros yesterday, and also I had the St. Louis Cardinals over Arizona, and we had the winner on the under over at Tony's Picks. Also, winner here, premium with sports money. Angels run line over Miami there last night. And, college baseball, we did have pretty good day as well yesterday for sure. We had that under with Fresno and Nevada. We had also North Carolina lay those runs with North Carolina. We had the LSU game to go under there yesterday. And how about LMU and St. Mary's? Did anyone doubt me that it wouldn't go over 19 runs yesterday? We had the winner there with that over, and do have a loser coming in here right now with Maya Joint taking down Christian there. That's definitely a loser for the premiums over there with Joint coming in with the win. She'll light it up there after the win. A little bit of steam coming in right now. Just want to pass along to you on the San Francisco Giants steam here right now, coming in at $1.35 or so. It looks like right now. Got Giants all the way up here to, it looks like $1.50 by the time this one settles down right now in their game against Washington today. We'll do further investigating on that one. Also, I think that was it. We did have, hopefully you guys are subscribed right now, because we did go 3-1 in the AFL. If anybody's interested there, let's go to the commercial here a little bit and talk about those picks for just 56 cents a day. So really apologize there if you didn't get your money's worth and with those, but I am trying to hit them at the best clip possible. I'm a high volume handicapper, and you get my plays over at winnable.com/Ramon when you subscribe to my sports money premium picks here. This is my second tier premium selections, and you can get more plays from me. Hopefully going to give you a bunch of winners here right now on the show. But if you need more picks here later on today, including some action in Major League Soccer, Major League Baseball, and such, you can get them over at winnable.com/Ramon. Use the promo code STEAM to save 20% off those premium pick packages. Saw Ron there in the chat, and shout out to Ron there. He's been on a big time roll here for sure in the WNBA, and he had some of the winners yesterday as well. Let me cover some of those. But go ahead, don't forget to check me out there. If you need more plays, suggestions from me, check them out over at winnable.com/Ramon. And use that promo code STEAM. So, how about the WNBA last night, where my buddy Ron has been so hot? He said he had the Mystics in that game, and I did too. Hopefully, you were hopefully able to join me there yesterday on the happy hour with Ron. I went with the Mystics as well over there yesterday, and also check Ron and I out on our daily show over there at Tony's Picks with the WNBA show. I was able to come through with a couple of winners on that show yesterday, including the Connecticut Sun getting the money there against Minnesota yesterday. I had Connecticut on that show, and also my Tony's Picks premium winner on the under in that game between Connecticut and Winnipeg. Also, had the winner on the under in the game between Washington and Las Vegas there yesterday. So thank you, Ron, for all of your help with the WNBA. Ron's on Bologna today. Let me see if I can't dial up some action here. And Nuke says we all lose sometimes. You're telling me I'm probably lose at least 40+% of the time. No doubt about it. All right, let's see as well. Doge says, how about Arizona in that Big 12 game yesterday against West Virginia? Here's Phil Eagle Flyer. He likes Vancouver, I think, today, a win and draw. Philly, Miami, beat TTS in that one, and he likes San Diego over LAFC there. I think if I get that right, that might be a 3-teamer right there, I think is what it is. I'll have some premium picks in the MLS today for sure. Twisted's got a set of plays as well. Kansas City, Pittsburgh team total over. San Francisco, it's got a Padres game to go under as well. AOD's in the chat. Hello to AOD. He said the Mystics blew it. They should have won that game outright against Las Vegas. Yeah, and a little bit of controversial call there at the end, but it did benefit Vegas, and they were able to get it done there. So they should have won it outright. Public Enemy is here. Nice to see Public Enemy in the chat. Great to have you. And Andrew, okay. That's I think we got everybody caught up here a little bit. Thank you, guys. Let's have a great day with all the baseball going on and soccer action as well. All right, let's get started because we got a lot of action here today. We got to start it off with the action in the NBA, huh? With the Timberwolves taking on the Thunder in this one today. How about it with Minnesota at home? Looks like the Thunder are all that. They've taken charge of this series so far in pretty convincing fashion in these first two games. But can you trust a Thunder team here on the road that, they've failed to cover in 5 straight games? This is kind of where they've had a little bit of clunkiness to what's going on. They're actually up to a 3-point favorite here right now. Maybe the public is kind of in on them a little bit, maybe the experts too, and the total 218 right now with the Thunder on the road where they've struggled, man. They've struggled for sure, but maybe they'll turn it around here, at least on the road. I say turn around. I mean, we know they're up 2-0 here in the series right now, and well, looking pretty good, looking like they have a pretty good handle on this Minnesota team. They're kind of taking all the Minnesota players out of their game a little bit, right? We talked about Randall, how he had that big first half in that first game, and well, not much since then. They've kind of figured that out as well. Been able to keep, I don't say keep Rudy Gobert out of there, but he's been a non-factor as well. And Anthony Edwards trying to do the best he can. He's a little tentative, right? He doesn't really attack the rim as much as you'd like, especially for a team that needs scoring at a moment's notice, it feels like. So Oklahoma City with that lead right now, but again, struggling on the road. But is it enough to maybe turn things around for you guys in that series? So let's see here. We'll see what you guys like in this one. But I don't know. I kind of like Minnesota here myself. I mean, back home now in Oklahoma City, it doesn't look great on the road. Maybe they found their best matchup, and maybe that's why they can win this game, and they are favored to win after all. And like I said, I mean, you look at the records. I mean, they are considerably better record-wise, coming into the postseason, but well, whatever reason, this has been a bit of an issue on the road right now for Oklahoma City. They've failed to cover in 5 straight on the road. They have defeated Minnesota in 6 of the last 9 games they've met here right now. Minnesota has won 9 of their last 10 games at home, coming in. Kind of hard to at least forget because, they beat up on Golden State a little bit, remember, at home. Let me see if we got some action here we could pass along to you guys here right now with Vanderbilt taking some underdog steam in their matchup with Tennessee. That sounds like it's going to be a pretty good game in the SEC at 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific. Vanderbilt is taking the steam here right now in their matchup with Tennessee, and that one's at 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific. Vanderbilt was plus $1.20, but they're going to go down to plus $1.10. Pretty significant move here right now on Vanderbilt. All right, there have been some other interesting moves here as well as we were getting ready on the show. The Chicago White Sox took some steam against the Texas Rangers. Colorado's also taken the steam here this morning against the New York Yankees. And what is the I'll just say, what is the significance of that today? Yesterday as well, Colorado took the widely reported steam against the Yankees there in that game yesterday. I think that was on the show, right? Here's a home run right now for Kennesaw, and it's tied at 1-1. Tulane leading 2-0 right now as well. And also in the tennis, Samsonova trying to grab a set over Rybakina here. I'm going to need some big-time help there because I said take Samsonova on the games line, and she got blown out in that first set. So Kaboli, it's on serve against Rublev as he tries to pull off the upset there. I'm on Kaboli, her catching Joker, 3-3 here in the first. All right, go ahead, you guys. I'm ready to kind of look at the picks here right now. I'm taking Minnesota to grab a game here for sure. They've won 15 of their last 20 overall. Oklahoma City's won 5 of 6 here, of course, following the 2 first games of the series, winning 114-88. Remember, blew them out. Held them down defensively. Minnesota was able to step it up and get 103 in there in game 2, but still lost 118-103. But Minnesota did win a regular season game here at home back in February, 116 to 101. Also, Minnesota won at OKC in February, 131 to 128, although OKC did win here in Minnesota, 130 to 123 back on February 23rd. So they've definitely been a little bit back and forth this season between these two teams, but Minnesota not getting a whole lot of respect right now after looking pretty crummy, right? I think that's for sure. All right, Truth Teller is here. Good morning to Truth. Nice to see Truth in the chat. Billy Eagle Flyer says it's 4-0 US. It looks like the US has taken this tournament a little bit more seriously than Canada, huh? Cash Kane likes Timberwolves here in the first half. Doge says he wants Timberwolves on the alternate line to get a blowout here possibly today. Tariq, good morning. How are you? Nice to see you. He says he likes the Wolves team total over. And Cash Kane, I think he likes the over. Blue says Timberwolves first half. Nuke says he'll take them tonight to win with their season on the line. All right, let me see here. We might have a little bit more action coming in. College baseball's popping off big time here. So here's one, top of the hour, some steam coming in right now on the matchup between Troy and Southern Miss. Steam to the under here right now. It was 13.5, but right now we're looking at 13 under 20. Pretty big move here. Steam to the under in the matchup with Troy and Southern Miss. That one just about to get underway in about 13 minutes. These aren't my plays necessarily. I'm just telling you the current move right now in college baseball, the steam, if you will. This means the spread is moving right now in real time. That's what we do here on the Morning Steam Show. So hopefully, guys, if you want to get on those a little bit. Also, here's some steam coming in on the over in the first 5 innings between Philadelphia and the Athletics. After we saw some runs there late last night, it was 1-0 for the longest time, and then it ended up 4-3. Philly got the win over the A's. There didn't go over, but over in the first 5 right there, right now in that one. A little bit of steam coming in right now in that matchup. All right, keep moving here right now and get your plays here. We've got Cash Kane says they can't stop Oklahoma City from scoring, but the T-Wolves are at home. They'll score more than the previous games, right? He's saying, look, they scored 88. They scored 103. Maybe they can get into the high 100s here against this one. That would probably be an under because you're going to need, probably both teams to go over 110 here. And look, talk about Oklahoma City and that great defense that they have. But look at some of the scores in the regular season, right? The previous 2 games that they met back in February, they met 3 times, basically, I think, in an 11-day span. And the winning team in that series averaged 123 points, and the losing team in those games basically averaged about 100, I want to say 115, 116 there. So maybe they could get a high score here, even though a lot of people talking about how strong Oklahoma City's defense has been, totally pretty much shutting down and making Minnesota look a bit discombobulated. I believe, let's see here, Irish King has Minnesota first quarter and first half. Cash Kane says the Yankees going to blow out Colorado today. And Irish King going to lay it there in Colorado. Trevor Davis, hello, good morning. Cash Kane's got the Yankees team total over. Robert likes the Timberwolves here. Kripke says he'll take Oklahoma City or he won't take anything at all. And Nasty Nate says he's got the Red Sox first 5 and full game to smash. But here's the problem. The Red Sox are playing 2 games today, so I'll just take it that he means both games. We know how it goes with Nate. So first 5 full game smash. Of course, they're playing a doubleheader today. And Florida, let's see here. Florida to win. Don't forget. We're going to get to the hockey here, I guess. I guess that's it for the basketball. I'm on the Minnesota Timberwolves here, plus the points in this one. All right, I guess that's it for basketball. Appreciate that, everybody. Great picks there from everyone. Let's go to the action here right now between the Hurricanes and the Panthers. We know what's going on here. I don't know why I didn't type in. I guess maybe because I figured everybody knew that Florida leads the series 2-0. Let me type it in, though, here right now. So we have a little official graphic with the Panthers here at home, favored $1.55. It does feel like, now I don't want to compare it to basketball. We don't really do that, right? But pretty much been a dominant series for Florida so far, a more dominant series, it feels like, than any of these others right now. But you know what? It's kind of been a little bit of a road. The road teams are kind of getting some things done a little bit in some of these games right now, but doesn't feel like Carolina's got any answers, or they can't get any scoring here at this point. And Florida, of course, 2 blowouts. That's about all we can say about it so far with these 2. Carolina, though, now just 1-4 in their last 5 games against Florida. Florida's won 6 of their last 7 coming in. They've gone 13-4 in their last 17 games. Overall, coming in, Carolina's gone under in 4 of their last 5 games on the road. 5 of the last 7 meetings between these 2 teams have gone under. Carolina's gone under in 5 of their last 7 overall, although Florida has gone over in 12 of their last 16 games. Game 1 was 5-2. Game 2 was 5-0. So it's been 10-2 so far in the 2 games. And, well, will the Panthers just keep it up here and totally stymie the Hurricanes in this one? I would think they might, and I might even consider them here on the puck line at home here with a little bit of plus money. Hey, if you just think they'll win and get it done, I mean, if you want to take that money line, that probably is okay too. Who out there wants to take this shot with Carolina? There is a definite trends that kind of say that the road teams are getting a little bit done here, at least in the NHL playoffs on some of these anyway. And not only that, the underdog has won 5 straight meetings between Carolina and Florida, including some of the regular season matchups this year. Carolina won at Florida back in January 3-1. Florida did win at home as the only they weren't favored. They, of course, how can it be if it was 5 straight? Carolina was favored in that game against Florida on the road, $1.22 when they met back in November. Florida won the game though 6-0, and also Carolina at home back in it was a 2-game set, although they played. One was in Carolina. Florida won 6-3. The next night they played in Florida, and Florida won 6-0. Although Florida was an underdog in both those games. Hey, there's some steam coming in right now. I just want to pass along Major League Baseball. The Angels getting steamed here against Miami. These hot Angels here with their big-time winning streak. Even I took them on the run line last night. They're getting steamed right now against Miami here. This one's going to go north of, what, $1.75, I would imagine, at this point. Yep, $1.77, now $1.82 I'm seeing here as this one goes up. The final Angels taking the steam. Also, college baseball steam here. This one We just said about the Tennessee and Vanderbilt game. Vanderbilt got steamed. Well, also the total's moving right now in that game. It was 12.5, but right now it's down to 12 under 30. Big time move here. Vanderbilt and Tennessee steamed to the under in that one. So steam was on Vanderbilt and steam is on the under, and that one gets underway at 11 Eastern time. All right.
Final.
Let's see here. I think, is that it from you? Let's go to the hockey action here with you guys. And we'll pick up where we left off here with Irish King. He's talking about Florida wins, and he has them to sweep, I think. Oh, let's see. Florida boys win. I do have the sweep and Florida in 5. I'm not sure what to mean. I think it means Florida, but I don't know if it's a sweep or if it's in 5. Anyways, Markel says the Yankees will lose again. Trudeau says, what if the Hurricanes aren't done? Right? Like I said, maybe these underdogs here were just, man. Look, we were on Florida in game 2, so I'm not saying it was easy. It was in the end to be easy. It might be too easy to take Florida here. So maybe Carolina can jump up on the road and wake up, because they ain't going anywhere right now. All right. Philly Eagle Flyer says, yep, they'll win again. The Cash Cane says, I'm going to take the Hurricanes here. You're going to get a strong effort from them. Nunya, hello to Nunya. Great to see Nunya in the chat today. Aubrey's here. He likes the Red Sox in the money line. Kripke says those underdogs have won the last 5. Doge says Canes money line in this do or die spot. Nuke says Bobrovsky's looking good here. And this was supposed to be the season for the Canes, but it hasn't worked out. He'll take the Panthers on the puck line. It's $1.65 here. All right. I'm with Nuke. I'm going to take him. I'm going to take him on the puck line here. It feels like they're dead, really. And now they got to go on the road. So, like I said, maybe the road, maybe this is where to get them here. They're getting an okay price, it feels like, for sure. All right. Kripke says the Canes spot. And Doge says he likes how Bobrovsky and also Skinner there yesterday, right? Hey, here's one just about to get underway now. We said they steamed Troy, and now here they are steaming Southern Miss a little bit. Man, I like Southern Miss in that game. Let me go ahead and I want to see what the run line is here on Southern Miss, if you don't mind. This one's about to start in 3 minutes. And man, that's probably gone up a little high, but I might just take it here. Tulane and UTSA just tied the game up there, 2-2. And let's see here. Southern Miss -1.5. I'm going to take this one. I think Southern Miss -1.5 at -120. Give me Southern Miss in this one. Let me punch this in here. -1.5, -120. I'm going to take Southern Miss as a play here to get the day started in the college baseball in that matchup against Troy. They are 250 favorites now. The price has gone up about 30 cents, and the run line is moving a little bit, but I'm going to take Southern Miss in that one. And also just about to get underway in that Nebraska and Oregon game. We did give out yesterday, so it's still the same matchup. Maybe that could change things a little bit for you. We did give out Oregon yesterday on the show. It was rained out, but the steam has just come in on the under in that game at 9.5 between Oregon and Nebraska. Remember, this one is being played in Omaha. The total was 9.5, but it's down to 9 under 20 right now, with the number 4 team in the country, Oregon, taking on Nebraska. Oregon's the home team in the game, but it's being played in Omaha, where they play the World Series. That's where the Big Ten tournament is. And some steam just came in on the under in that one. All right. All right, if you guys got your hockey plays in there, we'll move on to baseball. Let me see what else Robert McCormick says. Florida on the puck line as well to keep it going. All right, I guess that's it for hockey. There, I've got a high roller premium in that one. Let's go to the baseball. I think that one can be next here. As we see, Herkoch doing a pretty good job here against Joker. They're on serve there a little bit. Kaboli looks like he has a broken Rublev, so he could wrap it up. And Samsonova did win a game against Rybakina, so maybe I'm back in it. I guess a win here, at least for Samsonova, could earn me a push if she plays well enough here in the third set. So, all right, let's go to baseball here right now. And Sancho says the Dodgers got him last night. Yeah, I was on the Mets, so couldn't win them all for sure. I guess both teams had their chances. There was good defense in that game. Man, went 13 innings. Right? Was it 13 or 12? I'm trying to remember right now. Okay, I think that's do it. Remember while I'm yawning. Okay, let's get it started with the action here in the major leagues with our double header now. It's going to be Eflin and Dobbins, I believe, in game one. We've already got Nate's pick here on the Red Sox to smash. Now, they did, let's see here. I think they swapped the pitchers a little bit, right, from the originally scheduled game two from. I want to make sure I get the pitching matchup right here. I think everyone's looking at Eflin and Dobbins here in this first one. So let's see what you got. This one here goes off at 1:05 Eastern and 10:05 Pacific time here on Saturday. Remember, it's I believe a day-night doubleheader. So here we go with that first one with Eflin and Dobbins. Remember, it was supposed to be a doubleheader yesterday, and the second game was rained. Or let's see, what was it yesterday? You got trying to remember how it went down yesterday, but we know in that first game, right? And then it was going to be Giolito, right? And we didn't know it was going to be Morton. Okay, here we go. I think I got it right now. With Eflin and Dobbins here. Okay, let me cue it up. Just want to make sure it wasn't the other way around. All right, you got Dobbins here favored $1.15, maybe $1.20, 9.5 under at -115 in this one for Dobbins, a 3.62 ERA in this one. He's got a 3.33 BABIP so far, so not great numbers for Dobbins, but he is 2-1 overall. Eflin's got a 5.08 ERA here in this one, but still a pretty modest line. We've got the Red Sox at 500, and the Orioles far from it. Feels like the Orioles here. But look, yesterday, Red Sox were able to get that win in the first game, just 19-4. I was on the happy hour show there yesterday in the game two. Said, just take Boston. I mean, come on, doesn't matter who pitches. But you do have Zach Eflin here at least going for Baltimore. Maybe that does give him a chance. I don't know. I don't think anybody's going to be too interested in Baltimore after seeing that game yesterday. But let's see what you guys have in this one with Baltimore and Boston here today. I might take a double play here. Well, we know Nate's on Boston, so we'll just leave it at that. Let's see here. And Doge says, look, he liked what he saw in Kershaw. Look, like I said, I thought if anything, he came back, and I thought it would take, and maybe it still will take a little bit of time for Kershaw, but back on it here a little bit. Blues on the Red Sox. Tariq says he'll take the Orioles first five with Eflin. Funny, right? Because yesterday in that game, everybody made big fun of it because it was 19-4 in the end. The sorry Orioles were out there throwing position players, and they were hitting more home runs off them. But the funny thing about that was, uh, Cade Povich was great in the first five. He went out there and did a great job, right? He struck out 14 yesterday to tie his career high in, I think, sixth inning, was it? He was mowing them down there for Baltimore, but Boston ended up smashing him in the end in that bullpen. Cash Cane's on the under. Philly Eagle Flyer likes the Sox here in this one. Look, we'll let Nate just take his Red Sox to smash. I'll go with the under in this one as my play here on the show. Give me the under in Baltimore and Boston, game number 1 at 9.5. All right. Let's see. Robert McCormick is also on the Red Sox here. Look, it just looks like a pretty, considering what happened yesterday and the fact that, look, the Red Sox are a 500 team, and the Orioles are 13. What are they? 16-33 at this point. Yeah, 16-33 here, down 24 and a third units so far. So, come on, you got it. I gotta think Nate's got it right here with the Red Sox. But let's give Nate his play here to smash, and I will take the under. Okay, that's it for that one. Let's move on with our regularly scheduled matchups, I guess you could call it, because that one was a kind of an inserted game there. Let's go to another game, though. This one's at 2:10 Eastern, 11:10 Pacific to get underway here in this series with Kansas City taking, or I'll say series, but with this matchup anyway. Kansas City taking on Minnesota here. Was Minnesota yesterday, right? There with the win, the walk-off win. With a home run there, 3-1, I believe was the final score. And I had Kansas City on the run line, so there was a loss there yesterday. Part of those crummy picks. So you do have here Zebby Matthews. This one continues to move up right now for Matthews. Man, he was like $1.20, I think, in some $1.15 in some of the openers. Right now, you're looking at as high as $1.43 here with Zebby. Look, maybe people aren't ready for Zebby here, but you do have the top pitching, not top prospect, but was the pitcher of the year, minor league pitcher of the year for the Twins last year. A relatively touted prospect. Not when he was drafted, I don't think. He was drafted the 8th round, but has had a good minor league career and kind of worked his way. Like I said, pitcher of the year in the organization last year in the minor leagues for Minnesota here. The widely reported steam did come in on Minnesota, but handicappers that I've been hearing from today are kind of on Kansas City here with Waka. Waka, 2.86 ERA, 250 batting average against in 10 starts. He's 3-4. And the Royals are 6-4 with Waka on the mound. Waka's 3-6-1 to the under. Coming into this one, of course, the Royals have been a big time under. If you look at these two teams combined so far this season, 33-62 to the under with Kansas City and Minnesota. So that's pretty serious under numbers here. But I want to try. Let me see what you guys have in this one with Kansas City and Minnesota here. I feel like I want to be a little bit contrarian and take Minnesota, but let's see what you guys have. Maybe you could talk me off of it here. We've got Luis on Kansas City. Here's Cash Kane. Royals first 5. Here's Ray says back to the under with these two. Real Madrid Doe says give him the Twinkies and the under. Kripke says Royals. Wine Time's here today. Hello to Wine Time. Good morning. Here's Tariq. Royals first 5 with Waka today. And the Cash Kane says that maybe, consider what these bullpens have been up to so far this season. And you got to respect to the Twins. Man, they've been good. Both these teams, I think, talked about all these unders, right? And, hey, some decent starting pitching, but both teams are top 5 bullpens with Kansas City and Detroit. Kansas City and Minnesota. I guess top 6 right now. Kansas City has fallen just behind Detroit, but both, Minnesota 3 ERA in the bullpen, Kansas City 3.28. So some good numbers there for sure out of these two teams. Blue likes the under. Robert likes the under. 9 Legacy says, how about Twins run line to do it? And Dougie Wise says he likes Jalen Williams today under 20.5 points in that game, in the basketball game. All right, I'm on Minnesota here. Give me Zebby to get it done here today. Just a pretty high price here. So I'll make it my free play, but I'm going to try Minnesota here. Next up, the Diamondbacks are taking on the Cardinals with Merrill Kelly on the mound here in this one, going up against Matthew Liberatore, the left-hander. Liberatore, 2.92 ERA, 1.0 the whip. Merrill Kelly also a whip of 1, 3.26 ERA. Kelly's 5-2 so far this season. Liberatore 3-3 coming in. These two pitchers are combined 6-12 to the under so far this season. The widely reported steam came in on the under in this game. So what do you think here when Arizona takes on St. Louis? Today, we did have yesterday St. Louis here on the show as our pick, and we had a high roller premium over there on the under. So can we just do it again? Can I do it again? Do I want to do it again? Let's see what you have in this one between the Diamondbacks and the Cardinals. Let's go to the chat here right now and see what you guys have in this one. Started off here in the comments with Luis on the Diamondbacks. Doge likes the under. Blues on the Cardinals here, and Kripke likes the Cardinals as well. Yeah, after the way they looked there yesterday, Cardinals got it done. There in that one. And let's see here, Cardinal money line here for 9 Legacy today. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and take the Cardinals as well. I'm going to try them right back here at home. Look, Cardinals have had a pretty good run here of late. We know that. With their recent hot streak here right now, and have moved to 5 games over 500. Wow, things are really going well for this Boston team. All right, let's see here. Keep it going right now. Let's see. Robert likes the under in this one. Yeah, maybe I should clean up this graphic a little bit there too with that move, with that steam to the under, because right now Kaboli over Rublev. So we got a winner there in tennis. And let me look at 7.5 here on the total for the Cardinals, and a little bit of buyback though here. I'll call it $1.15. If anything, that's a little bit of a discount here on the Arizona Diamondbacks. So okay. And Tariq says he'll take the Diamondbacks first 5. Next up is the Brewers taking on the Pirates here in this one. You got Priester taking on Keller. This one's going up here a little bit. I think it's about 9. Under 15 here a little bit. We saw some widely reported steam come in on the over in this one. And you've got Keller here, maybe $1.15 or so. for Pittsburgh. In this matchup with Keller taking on Priester in Pittsburgh today. For Keller, a 3.88 ERA. He's got just a 1-6 record so far. We know Milwaukee does kind of have the upper hand. Hey, here's a little steam right now coming in. Cubs and Reds, steam to the under right now with Ray and Abbott. It started at 9.5 or maybe 9 over 20, but man, we're already down to 8.5 under here with Ray and Abbott in that one. Pretty significant move there on the total in that matchup between the Cubs and the Reds today. Sounds pretty good actually, but not doesn't sound great for that move, but okay, just checking some things out there because, boy, I've really missed the boat in that one. All right, let me cover this one though. But that steam coming in, I wanted to go on. I'm probably just going to go on the. Well, we'll see when we get there. Let's keep talking about these. Brewers here with Priester. The Brewers are just 1-5 with Priester on the mound, but the Pirates 2-8 with Keller on the mound. So these guys don't get maybe the run support, or we do know that the Brewers have kind of had the Pirates' number. They've won 5 of the last 7 meetings here in Pittsburgh. Milwaukee's won 4 of their last 6 games coming in. Pittsburgh's gone under in 12 of their last 16 games overall. Pittsburgh's dropped 14 of their last 20 games overall as well. 8 of the last 12 meetings between these two teams have gone over, but Pittsburgh's gone under in 8 of their last 10 games overall. What are we going to do here in this one? Milwaukee and Pittsburgh. After we saw yesterday, Pittsburgh ended up with that win, right? Because, I had a loser there. Okay, here we go. We've got Brewers team total over for blue. Luis is on the Brewers. Irish King, thank you for your plays there today. Robert McCormick talking Monaco, talking for Monaco Grand Prix in there. Irish King has Pitt in this one. And hey, Cash Cow is here today, and he's got the consensus no-hitter for Minnesota with Zebby Matthews, I think. And Kripke says the Pirates are terrible on Saturdays against National League teams. And Priester, the former Buck, says Kripke. And Chris, hello to Chris. He says he likes the under in the Twins game, but can Kansas City get any runs at all off of Zebby Matthews? But do we think they do? You'd think so here, but Robert's on the over here in this one with Milwaukee and Pittsburgh. Maybe I'll just jump on board with my guy here, of course, Bobby Mack. I'm going to try the Bucks. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh here in this one. Kind of want to play that total here. So I'm going to take Pittsburgh here as my play on the show. Let me see. I said 115, but the current line here, about 115 and 9 under 15. Okay. And Real Madrid says he'll take the Bucks as well. Next up, the Giants will take on the Nationals here with Harrison. We just saw that steam come in, so that 140 is long gone. It's up to 150 or so here, maybe even a little bit higher right now with the Giants on the road at $1.50. Well, I get it. I mean, Washington hasn't been great, but you do have Jake Urban here going in this one. Let's see what we got here. No, I don't know if I'd like the option here for having Harrison, but well, maybe the Sharps liked it. The steam came in on San Francisco here in this matchup, but man, I'm not. I don't know if I'm sold on this one. Let's see how you guys have it here with Washington taking on San Francisco today after yesterday's game. San Francisco has won 5 of their last 6 against Washington. I did have San Francisco yesterday, but man, can they really be $1.50 favorite with Harrison in here in this one? Washington was hot. They had won 5 straight before losing yesterday's game. For the last 5 games for the Giants on the road have gone under. Washington's gone under in 4 of their last 5 at home as well. Coming into this one, Giants have won 5 of 7 coming in. Washington's gone under in 8 of their last 12 overall. San Francisco's gone under in 4 of their last 5 games on the road here. So I'm going to go ahead and try the under in this one with San Francisco and Washington. Give me the under at 8.5. It's pretty much 8.5 flat. If anything, it's slightly juiced to the over, but feels mostly like 8.5 flat. Let's see what you guys have in this one with. And look at Philly Eagle Flyer says, look, it's 4-2 now. Tariq is on the Brewers in that game with Pittsburgh. Luis is on the Nats here. Nine Legacy says take Milwaukee Brewers and pair them up with the Giants. It looks like he says here. Jermaine says Pittsburgh's 1-10 on Saturday. 1-9 maybe there. Jermaine, let's see here. Cash Kane says Nats first 5 money line. I think here's Tariq on Washington and blue, likes the Nats first 5. So plenty of support here on the Nats after that big price on the Giants there. And maybe a little bit of Washington here going up against a Giants team that definitely has the better record so far. Giants come in 30-21. The Nationals are just 23-28 right now. For Urban, a 3.88 ERA, 1.16 WHIP, and a 238 batting average against. Harrison, we know, is just an opener for the most part. An opener that can go a couple of innings here, but they'll, 4 games so far. And this is actually Harrison's first start, but he's been an opener plenty of times. 3.38 ERA, 111 batting average against, and he's got 33% strikeout rate so far. All right. Fernando's on the Giants here, and Jermaine's on, what's he saying here? He'll take the G-Men run line, zigzag Saturday theory for the Nats. I think that's what that says. Giants run line for 9 Legacy. Irish King says San Francisco first 7 to win. All right, and I'll take the under. Okay, next up, Cubs and Reds here with Colin Ray against Andrew Abbott. Feels like a really good pitching matchup here with Ray, 3-0. 7 starts so far, 2.38 ERA. The Cubs are 6-1 with Ray on the mound. Cubs here favored minus $1.20. The total is still 9 juiced. Like I said, there is some 8.5s heavily juiced to the under, but for the most part, I like this pitching matchup. I got to tell you, between these 2 starters. For Abbott here, 1.8 ERA, 1.11 WHIP, 190 batting average against so far, and he's 3-0 so far this season. And the Reds are 5-2 with Abbott here on the mound. For Cincinnati here, right now, we know that they're not great But, still just 2 games under 500. Now, the Cubs and these bats are still averaging 6 runs per game right now. They're 31-20 overall, a highly profitable team here. And maybe just a modest favorite at $1.20 or so here, but I'm not sure. I'm taking the Reds. I'm taking the Reds here with Abbott at home. All right, next up. Oh, let me get your plays. I'm sorry, guys. Here's Tariq on the Cubs. Luis is on the Reds. Blues on the Cubs. Irish Kings on the Reds. That's no consensus. And Jermaine says the Cubs are 8-2 last 10 Saturdays. The Reds are 7-3 last 10. Well, something's got to give. And here's a goal for the U.S. says Philly Eagle Flyer. It's 5-2. Next up, my Padres taking on the Braves. You've got Michael King going here in this one. King with a 2.59 ERA. I've been the one that's talked up King this season, but Padres are back to being a favorite on the road. What's going on? No. Atlanta's favored now. Pretty significant move. We talked about the Braves taking the steam, and man, they're all the way up to $1.15 here right now at some spots. Maybe it's a pick 'em for some, but right now I'm showing maybe the Braves are favored here. The total is 9 under, it feels like right now. So the widely reported steam did come in on the over in this game, even with an okay pitching matchup, right? For Grant Holmes here, he's got a 4.01 ERA, 196 batting average against. Feels like Holmes has been pretty solid, Holmes. 205 BABIP here for Holmes, so he might even be a little bit better than that 401 ERA right now. Padres come in finally snapping out of it a little bit here by winning a game and snapping their losing streak. They're still, playing about 570 ball here right now. And the Braves here are currently 2 games under 500. So let's see what you've got here in this one. The Padres, my Padres, taking on the Braves here in Atlanta today. Padres have won 7 straight games against Atlanta right now. Atlanta's dropped 4 of their last 5. Atlanta's gone under in 13 of their last 18, including 8 of their last 10 games at home. Padres have gone under in 6 of their last 8 games overall. So let's hear from you in this one with Padres taking on the Braves. I like the Braves as a dog. I don't know if I like the Braves as a favorite as much, but I'm taking the Braves here. I feel like this is my premium, but I'm just going to go with the Braves here. I need some winners to try to prove the critics wrong here. So I'm going to take the Braves to beat my Padres here today with Holmes. All right, let's see if anybody agrees with me here. We've got Braves money line for 9 legacy, Braves and under for Tariq, and blue is on the under here in this one. I'm taking the Braves, Holmes. All right. Next up, Seattle taking on Houston. And we've got Wu going for the Mariners and Framber Valdez here for the Astros. The Astros are a dog now. The Mariners are the favorite. We got some swings here, some swungs going on today in some of these baseball lines. Mariners now a favorite, $1.15, and the total 7.5 under 25 at least. Are we going to go down to 7 here at this point? But the Mariners took the steam here with Wu today, and I don't know. Let's see what the numbers say for you guys and see what you guys have. Wu, a 2.65 ERA, 200 batting average against, and a 243 BABIP. Valdez, maybe it hasn't been all that here so far, but Let's see here. 3.57 ERA, 1.12 whip, 228 batting average against. Framber, it feels like at any time can snap out of it, have a good start here. And, well, the move is on Seattle. Seattle has won 8 of their last 10 on the road. They've won 6 of the last 9 meetings between the two, but Houston's been doing pretty good at home too. They are 13-5 in their last 18 games at home coming in. Seattle, the better record so far, 29-21. Houston just a game over 500. Also, Seattle's won 9 of the last 12 games here in Houston. They've kind of had their number. Seattle's gone under in 8 of their last 10. Houston's gone under in 8 of their last 11 coming in. So we've seen unders with these two, and we know we've seen unders with Houston here a little bit. So let's see what you've got in this matchup with Seattle taking on Houston here today. And now that Houston's a favorite, now that Seattle's a favorite, I'm taking Houston. Give me the Astros here in this one. Man, I'm taking so far 6 home teams out of 7 games. What am I doing? Let's see what you guys got. Luis is on Seattle. Tariq is on the Mariners as well. Here's an under for Cash Kane. Oldie says Seattle team total over. Thank you, Nuke, for being here today. Good. Have a great day. 9 Legacy says Astros on the money line. And Cash Kane may be on Woo here, but I'm going to take Houston in this one. Man, I'm going crazy with home teams. I don't plan it that way. It just happens. Next up, Texas is taking on the White Sox here. And guess what? The White Sox took this steam here in the matchup with Texas today. And, well, why not here after yesterday? There we did have the under in that game, but let's see what we got in the matchup with the Mariners. And I'm sorry, let me bring the graphic. I think I messed up here. There we go. Rangers and Jack Leiter going up against Jonathan Cannon here and the White Sox. For Cannon, 3.76 ERA and a 1.3 WHIP. And the White Sox are 1-7 in Cannon starts, although he is 2-5 this season. For Leiter, 3-2 record in 7 starts. Texas is 3-4 with Leiter on the mound. Texas is 1-6 to the under with Leiter on the mound. Of course, we know Texas is a massive under so far this season. Went under yesterday too. Leiter a 1.11 WHIP, 186 batting average against. Looked pretty good actually. And right now, that line is down to maybe $1.55 or so. I'm really seeing it continue to move in the favor of the White Sox today in this one. And the total right now is 8/15. Definitely moved under here a little bit with the Rangers and the White Sox. Let's see what you guys might do in this matchup here. The Rangers on the road. You do have a Texas team that now has lost 5 straight, but Texas has won 11 of the last 12 meetings now with the White Sox. Following yesterday's game, look, Texas here still 2 games under 500, but they're on a losing streak. White Sox won the game yesterday 4-1. There in that one, and it did go under. Texas has gone under in 6 straight, 12 of their last 15 on the road. 5 straight meetings between these two teams have gone under. Every game goes under for Texas, and they're still going under, it feels like. But will it happen will it happen again today in this one? Can Cannon and the White Sox win again? I'll go to the chat to see if anybody can get on these White Sox. Here's Luis on the under here. Sancho, Rangers, money line and run line. 9 Legacy says White Sox win here. Cash Kane's on the Rangers. And Doge says, give me the White Sox. Let's see here. Jermaine leans to the under. Fernando's taking the White Sox on the run line. What are the White Sox on the run line today? They are plus 1.5 at minus 125. Leiter's been pretty good. Leiter might be better than some people think here, but Cannon, hey, he's got potential. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to take the White Sox on the run line. Oh my gosh, another home team for me. Uh-oh. Okay.
Play.
All right, I guess I'm in there. Oh, it's all over here. The U.S. is going to advance to the finals of the World Championships. Rangers run line for Tariq and Blues on the White Sox. I'm going to take them on the run line here, plus 1.5. All right, next up. Well, it's going to be come on. The Rockies are going to beat Max Fried here. They're on a roll here. The widely reported steam came in on the White Sox. The Yankees were, I don't want to say, look, even though I said the steam, that's what the line service came in. The Yankees are still $3 for the most part here, maybe even $3.30 at some of the square books right now. Showing even a $3.45. The sharp books are about $3 total, 10.5 under 15 here with the Yankees taking on the Rockies yesterday, and everybody making those funny faces online after Colorado won the game. Great job, Colorado. Yankees had a 4-game winning streak before dropping that one. 10 of the last 12 meetings between these two teams here in Colorado have gone under, which is kind of interesting, right? Considering Judge hit a home run. I think he hit a home run yesterday, right? For Colorado, they've still lost 17 of their last 20 coming in. And you've got here Fried, 1.29 ERA, one of the best pitchers so far. He's 6-0. Freeland, he's 0-6. Yankees with Fried, they're 9-1 with Fried on the mound. Rockies with Freeland, they're 1-9 on the mound. So these two pitchers are combined 7-12 to the under so far this season, and these two teams are combined 41-56 to the under so far. Rockies are allowing 6.4 runs per game and scoring just 3.3 runs per game so far. So probably pretty easy to want to take Max Fried here. Even the run line's $2 though today. 210 actually here right now. So maybe that makes it a little bit tough to want to get involved with the, or maybe it doesn't. Maybe that is, maybe we'll see the 2.5s out there with you guys in this one with the Yankees and Colorado. Let's see here what you guys have. I almost want to take, I might be willing to do it. Can I take them plus 2.5 for the Rockies today? Why not? I was, hey, maybe, this is Major League Baseball. You got teams half the time sleepwalking through these games. Rockies are plus 2.5 at plus 110. I'm going to take the Rockies plus 2.5 at plus 110. A little plus there today. You got to take them sometime. I guess if I'm going to take the Rockies, I'm going to take them against the Yankees here. Take another home team is what I'm going to do. All right. And Hurkacz given Novak a battle here right now. Hurkacz won the first set. They are on serve in the second set, but interesting there. I did lose with Samsonova, though. So just 1 and 2 in my tennis picks. Luis is on the under here. Sancho goes opposite me. Real Madrid says, yeah, you know what, Freeland, what am I doing taking Freeland here? Yankees alt run line for the bounce back. And Kripke says Rockies have lost 16 straight day games off of a win. They probably also lost 16 straight day games off of a loss. They don't win. Yankees money line, Yankees everything here for 9 legacy. So I'm taking the Rockies because I just want to be that guy. Gorky's here. He likes Arlington game to go over today. Thank you, Gorky. I'll mark that down right now, and we'll get in. I've got a pick or two in the UFL. Try to bounce back from that terrible pick yesterday. All right. We're cruising along here. We got the second game of the doubleheader. Oh, it's not. Let me correct this here. It's not Eflin and Dobbins. Did I really type it in twice? So it's going to be Rogers here, the left-hander for the Orioles, and Giolito. There, probably the matchup we didn't get yesterday. And Giolito here, probably $1.15 or so in the total. 9.5 under 15. I think that's what we're kind of looking at here in game 2. So, day-night doubleheader here. Giolito 6.64 ERA 3.05 batting average against, but I don't know. You're gonna give me a buck? Tell me $1.15. With the Red Sox going up a guy against Trevor Rogers. So Rogers, it gets recalled here. And look, Rogers, a former All-Star here, will make his first start of the year in this game. So we'll see if Trevor Rogers can get on the comeback trails. He comes up from Norfolk here right now in this one. So he was in that trade, I think, for my guy, Kyle Stowers, right? So he is the 27th man here. So it could be just an ad. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it would be just an ad if Trevor Rogers come out here and do anything. You could never go wrong with adding a former All-Star to your roster here. But, well, the price looks too good for me to pass up. I probably just want to take the Red Sox no matter what in game 2. Since I didn't get to do it yesterday. And Nasty Nate says Red Sox first 5. So if they're going to win the first 5, they'll probably go on to win the game. Real Madrid, though, says Giolito struggling right now with that 328 BABIP, 305 batting average against. What's happened to Giolito here? Is he really this bad? He's only made 4 starts so far. Irish King likes the over in this one. He likes it over 11.5. I'll take Boston here. Hey, I'm taking every home team so far. Man, Mr. Total here is not taking any totals, am I? Oh my gosh. What's going on here? Let's go to the Blue Jays taking on the Rays here with Berrios, taking on Shane Baz. Berrios, a 4.19 ERA, 264 batting average against, a 303 BABIP. Berrios just 1-1 in 10 starts so far this season. So pitches close games, gets out of there, and they're still 5-5 with Berrios on the mound. But when you got no record, I think that just kind of leans towards kind of a pitches well, I think is what we can say right there. So, all right. And getting a message here. I just got to respond to this. This is urgent here. I'm sorry. Thank you, folks. I really need to respond to this message here. Thank you. Okay. So for the Rays here and Boz, a 5.33 ERA, 269 batting average against, a 316 BABIP here in this one. For these two teams, you have a Toronto team that's actually lost 7 of their last 8 games to Tampa Bay overall coming in. I had Tampa Bay and the under yesterday. Tampa Bay has been kind of going under here, 5 of their last 6 overall, 6 of their last 7 at home under. But Toronto over in 6 of their last 7 games on the road. But again, Tampa Bay kind of has a Blue Jays number here a little bit right now. Let's see how you guys have this one today with Berrios taking on Shane Baz here in this one. And oh man, I don't know if I can do it here with Tampa in this one. Let's see what you guys have. Help me out in the chat. We've got Tariq took Red Sox game 2. Thank you. And Robert says a home team's on a holiday weekend. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. I don't know if I planned it that way. Here's Jay's first 5 for Sancho here. And Luis is on the over in this one. And Doge is going with the Rays, but Fernando's going with the Jays. And you could call me Ray, or you could call me Jay. And for me, I'm going to go with Toronto in this one. Maybe I'm just going with a road team. I don't know. But no, I'm going to go with Toronto in this game. Despite the dominance in the series here, I'm taking Toronto today. Here's the Dodgers taking on the Mets with Gonsolin taking on Peterson. We already reported that steam that kind of came in on the Mets. Right now, the price, it was $1.25. But look at this. The Mets here now are up to no, it's still no greater than $1.25 here right now. The total has risen on some widely reported steam. I'll call it 9 under 20. It feels like right now with Gonsolin taking on Peterson. Here in this one, let's take a look at this matchup with Gonsolin on the mound here. Comes in with an ERA of 4.05, 1.3 whip, 230 batting average against. Gonsolin 2-0 so far this season for Drew Peterson here, 2-2 record. Mets are 6-3 with Peterson on the mound. He's got a 3.22 ERA, a 3.08 BABIP. However, for the Dodgers here, they have won 9 of their last 11 games against the Mets overall. 8 straight meetings between these two teams have gone over, including 5 straight here in City. The Mets, though, have gone under in 7 of their last 9, but Mets 1-4 in their last 5. However, they are 12-5 straight up in their last 17 at home. Could the Dodgers bullpen be getting a little bit thin after last night's 13-inning game and the way that they've kind of been having to piece it together a little bit? Could use a good confident start, it feels like, from Gonsolin here, doesn't it? So let's see what you have in this one. I'm taking the Mets. I'm going to try the Mets. Oh, man. Just realized I'm taking all these sides. I'm not mixing in any of my totals here. It's not a secret. I mean, I know you guys have me figured out. I mean, I have a side and a total always written down for pretty much every game. Maybe sometimes I've already know what my premiums are. And, well, I guess I am a totals player. So, a lot of times I have the total already settled as my premium. So we do, Vientos did miss yesterday's game. Also, Nimmo is questionable here as well. So maybe a little bit of, the Mets were in a key situation last night where Vientos would have been the hitter, but they had to twice, go to other hitters because he wasn't in. Then it doesn't look good today for Vientos, but I'm still going to take the Mets here. Luis is on the over. Tariq says, give me the Dodgers and the over. And let's see here. Abel says Freeman and Teoscar to go over. They're 1.5 total bases there. Or maybe it's the run hits, RBIs. I'm not sure, Abel, but thank you. Irish King on the Dodgers. Kripke on the Dodgers. Maybe I should know. Robert here with the over. In this one, Abel's on the Dodgers and Doge is on the Dodgers. That looks like a consensus play. Next up's the Guardians and the Tigers here with Luis Ortiz on the mound going up against Casey Mize. And Mize, look, Mize is so far 6-1 here with a 2.53 ERA and a whip of 1. Going in, 217 batting average against a 230 BABIP. Good numbers for Mize. Detroit here favored $1. $1.50-ish, it feels like right now. Oh gosh, it's down to $1.30 or lower here. This is a discount, it feels like, on the Tigers here today. And the total in this one right now, 8.5 under 20. So the total's gone up a little bit here in this matchup with the uh, Guardians and the Tigers. Let's see how you guys have it here in this one with the Guardians coming in. For Cleveland here, they've won 5 of the last 6 meetings against Detroit here in Detroit. Detroit's won, though, 12 of their last 16 overall. 6 straight unders for Cleveland right now, including 5 straight unders on the road. Detroit's gone under in 5 of their last 7 games. Coming into this one, can I try to pick a total here, please, once in a while? Here. Look, the Sharps are all over Cleveland here, and Mize is good, but just man, the move is on Cleveland here. This is a move you're supposed to totally respect here right now, and I might do it as well. Give me, let me see. I'm going to go with the under here in this one with Cleveland and Detroit. Maybe I got to take an under. Maybe I got to take a total here once in a while. And I'm going to need to analyze this a little bit more, I think, before we get to the night game here with this move on Cleveland that I don't know if I saw coming. But it's pretty sharp, so I'm going to look into it. Let's see what you guys have here, if anything. Kripke on the Tigers and Roberts on the Guardians here. He sees it too, I think. He's seeing what I'm seeing. And Tariq says, have they actually confirmed Mize will be the starter here? No, I'm not sure that they have necessarily confirmed that yet today, but I think I feel like it is. 9 Legacy, Tigers on the money line. Maybe I could run it through the old Twitter. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. If Elon hasn't fixed his $40 billion machine here right now, but I think that's what they're Mize was activated here, so I think that's fine. Okay, here we go. Couple more in the show will be over. Thank you for joining me here today. Phillies and Athletics. In this one, you've got Sanchez going up against Springs here. They flip-flop starters for A's. Lopez went yesterday. Springs goes today. So a pair of left-handers here with this one for Sanchez. 3.1 ERA, 220 batting average against. Sanchez is 4-1. Phillies are 7-2 with Sanchez on the mound. The A's are in a bad losing streak, and they just brought up 5 minor leaguers here to try to fix it here. Look, they don't have a lot of great players, but Philadelphia did get the win just 4-3, so the A's did kind of battle them there a little bit. Battled back and almost pulled off a weird comeback kind of in the 9th inning there yesterday, but still the Phillies were able to win, didn't cover the run line in that one. So let's see here, though, how you guys have it with Philadelphia on the road. A's have lost 10 in a row, including 6 in a row at home. Philadelphia's won 8 straight, including 7 straight on the road, and you have them here at, well, it feels like almost a reasonable price in this one right now. I really apologize here. Please stand by. Thank you. Okay. In this one, okay, Philadelphia. Is this a reasonable price here at $1.65 on the road here right now? It says $1.75. I mean, I'll leave it there. Some of the square books are $1.75. But look, they didn't cover the run line yesterday, right? So I don't know. Also, we know we go over in a lot of these games. That widely reported steam came in on the over in the first 5. I mean, I can't stop going to the over in a lot of these Oakland games, despite what happened there last night with just 7 runs. I mean, I said on a show that not only are the A's going to be going over here in some of it, keep going over. We know they're a big time over so far this season. They're 17-9 to the over. Phillies are an under team on the road, but only because their lines end up being so high for the most part because of their great offense. So I still want to kind of go over in all the A's games until summer's over right now. But it did go under yesterday. So have to respect that a little bit. If anything, Philadelphia, they're not awesome against left-handers, obviously. So let's see, though, if you guys are playing it here with the Phillies and the A's. Remember the Philadelphia Athletics? That's what they were called. And Andrew says, come on, Elon, fix your shit. A's for Madrid. Yeah, it is going to be Springs. They flip-flopped him here. Robert's going on the over. So am I. I think I just made my play right there. And in this one, I'm still going to I'm going to take the over here. I did it. I took a total. Phillies, right? Phillies took the run line yesterday. So Tariq, a little bit of saying, you know what? What if they only win by 1 again? You're right. You know that. Let's go to the last one here. The Marlins are going to take on the Angels tonight. The Angels, could they work some magic here? Could the Angels find a way? Soriano, 3.57 ERA, 271 batting average against. For Quantrill, he's got a 6.37 ERA right now. The Angels are at 500. The Marlins are about 300. Well, maybe 325 or something, but still, Marlins, are not great, and the Angels are hot. These Angels, can you believe it? And they're $1.85, though. That's got to be a big turnoff for a lot of people. Total here is 8.5 over at minus 115 or so, maybe even 120. And yeah, I mean, it's tough, right? A lot of people were kind of jumping ship a little bit and going to the Marlins yesterday because of the price, but Marlins have lost 3 in a row right now, and well, the Angels are cooking. Can they do it here again today? Can they do it on the run line even like they did? I took the Angels on the run line. It was, kind of hard to pull the trigger, but I have a feeling they could do it again here, and I might want to do it. What are the Angels on the run line? I feel like the vibes are good with the Angels all of a sudden. I mean, it's easy to say when you're on a massive winning streak and you've been terrible for about
final
a lot of years. But Angels come in with an 8-game winning streak. Miami just 2-10 on the road in their last 12 games overall. So let's see if you guys maybe see it the way I do. I think I'm just going to take the Angels again. Fernando's on the Angels. Doge says take Mbappe for an anytime goal. I'm taking the Angels on the run line tonight to continue my massive assault with home teams today. If you watch the results and then it says a road team wins all the games, I'm in trouble. All right, that's it for the major leagues. Gonna get ready to wrap up this show, but I've got some WNBA action here to talk about with that big game. The Liberty taking on the Fever today, and man, the Liberty's up to 4.5. What's going on here? I want to be that guy. Everyone in the world is on the Liberty. You guys take the Liberty too. I mean, they should crush the Fever right now, the way they're going. Man, the Liberty probably going to win every game. They're probably going to go 82-0, even against one of the teams that's expected to be one of the better teams in the league here right now. You got to think the Liberty are just the best here at this point. I don't know if I'm totally into that right now. I am. Let's see what you guys have. here. You need me to break it down? Do we need to get in depth here in the game between the Liberty and the Fever? Look, we just saw how good that the Liberty has been to start this season here. I get all that. They not only they cover the spread all the time on the road last year too, so they're awesome. And obviously the Fever aren't all that we cracked them up to be, but for the Fever here, they did bring the coach in from Connecticut. I don't know how we can jump ship off these guys just because they haven't looked too good yet. They've still won 2 of their first 3 games overall here right now, and did also 2-1 against the spread. Final. So I think it's going up. I'm going to be that guy. I mean, everybody's on the Fever. I don't care. Everybody's on the Liberty. Let me make sure I say it right. Everybody's on the Liberty here, it feels like, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Fever. I'm going to be that guy here today. Doge is with me on the Fever. All right, good. Yeah, now it's up, like I said, it's up to 4.5. It opened 2.5 or 3 for the most part. Open 1.5 some spots here. Right now, it's all the way up to 4. Yeah, it was the 4.5s are gone, so they've obviously bought it back here a little bit. But I'm taking the Fever here. Fever going to be. We know they can score here. Fever are 1-2 to the under, believe it or not. But the Liberty 2-0 to the over thus far. The Liberty dominated this series. They had won, I think, 9 or 10 in a row over the last few seasons before the Liberty finally lost to the Fever in Indiana, 83-78 last July, to snap that losing streak to the Liberty. The Liberty were a 10.5 point favorite in that game. So has Indiana really improved off of last season? They're supposed to, and I think they probably have. I think maybe people are starting to say, maybe they don't look quite as good, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Fever. I feel very contrarian here in this one, but that's what I'm taking them. All right, Liberty for Abel. So, look, I'm telling you, the world is on the Liberty here. All the sharps that I follow, and I'm the guy. I'm the handicappers guy. All the people that have been crushing so far in the WNBA, if you know what I mean, are on the Liberty. I'm taking though Indiana. I am. All right, next up that's on CBS Sports Network, by the way, in just 2 hours. So I can't like that start time, but yeah, that's what they did. All right, so next up, Dallas is at Atlanta here today with the Wings, an underdog here by 5. It's up to 7 right now. It's up to 7. Whatever. I like the Wings. I think they're playing tough. I know they can't win right now, and they're 0-3, but Atlanta's just 1-2 so far this season. The total's up to 170.5 because the Wings. Look, here's probably the problem. If the Wings get blown out, they don't cover here. They're not very tall, and the Dream are tall. So maybe that's part of it here. The line's up to 7. Atlanta's just 1-2 against the spread. They're 0-1 against the spread at home. Atlanta won them both at home. Atlanta beat the Wings at home last year twice, but they did go just 1-1 against the spread. One game 83-78 and didn't cover the spread. So Dallas is 1-0 against the spread on the road. They're 1-2 against the spread overall. They're 0-3 straight up. But Atlanta just 1-2 also. Atlanta went over as a favorite this season, although they are 2-1 to the over so far. And also here at Dallas, 0-1 against 0-1 to the under on the road, 1-2 to the under overall. I'm taking Dallas here in this one, plus the 7 points. I'm still taking Dallas. I'm going to take them here, especially if it does go high. It's already up to 170.5. I would expect it to be a high-scoring game, but these games are kind of stopping on a dime a little bit. Fever first half for Abel. Indiana versus the world, right? I mean, come on. Nobody likes Indiana. I mean, this Clark, no one likes her. I see every team just punching her and pushing her. She must be a real turd, that Clark. Nobody likes this lady. Here's a Crip Key, fun bet on the Fever. And nice to have you stop, Geo, as always. Thank you. If you're taking the time to say that, you don't have to make any excuses for me, Stop Geo. You just give me those plays. Thunder money line. All right. Let's see what else we got. Fernando. And he says, we're talking about the Real Madrid game here already. And are we in the, with everything decided, I don't know if I'm even been able to program it up here right now. I thought it was 1-0 at halftime. Is it already? Oh, but that's what he means at halftime, I think there. So it's 1-0 Real Madrid. I see that. I thought I saw it back. There it is right there. That's where I saw it. There it is. 1-0. Are we at halftime now? Real Madrid now favored, a goal and 3/4. The total still 3-ish there. All right. Stop, Geo. There's a little more action for you there. And I think that's it there for the W. All right. And now if Gorky's still here, let's see here. I think we've got the, here we go. Renegades and Showboats. Look, Gorky already gave us the over. We know the steam came in. That total might be a little stale right now. Currently, no, it's still 41.5. Gorky gave us the over. I'm taking the Showboats at home against the Renegades. Look, everybody knows I like the Renegades, but it is up to 6 right now. And I'm going to take the Showboats at home. They've been pretty bad, but the thing about the UFL is the playoffs are set. The games today, I don't think have any meaning at all, quite frankly. But hey, we don't let that stop us from making a few bets. So I'm going to take Memphis here in the game against the Showboats. And the other game here is the Panthers and the Stallions in this one. And I'm going to take the Stallions here in this one at home at -1.5. I think that's going to do it for the morning steam here today. Thank you, everybody, for joining me on the show. Think that is going to do it. Really appreciate it. Hey, everyone, you want more picks from me today, including Major League Soccer, where I'm going to go crazy today on this big card? Join me over at winnable.com/Ramon. I'll be giving out my best plays, my sports money premium plays over there. So give me another chance at 56 cents a day. Subscribe for a month at $19.95. It really helps me out, keeps me here on the show, keeps all the technology going, keeps the subscriptions going. And like I said, I've got here several dozen of you signed up, and on the average, I make about $1.18 per subscriber. So, man, I'm going to be rich here today with you guys. So, really appreciate it. Really half kidding there. It all, this is what I do. This show is my job. And so I come on here every day to talk to you guys. We know the show's getting some good views right now. Get several dozen of you here a day watching. So please help me keep coming back by supporting me on this channel. And you can do so by subscribing over at winnable.com/Ramon and use the promo code STEAM. All right. That's going to do it here. Thank you, everybody. Did I forget anything? College baseball. If you like college baseball picks, I'm sending out packages under the premium. If you want them, they're going to be in the premium. I don't think we've done too poorly in college baseball, so I'm going to be firing today there a little bit. And also today, CFL preseason. listen to these lines, you guys. I didn't make any graphics. I don't know if you guys like the CFL, but the lines have just come out here really in the last hour or two. Saskatchewan's a 1-point favorite against Winnipeg, total 45.5. Montreal's a 1.5-point favorite against Ottawa, 45.5. Hamilton's a 1.5-point favorite against Toronto, 47.5. And Calgary's a 7-point favorite against Edmonton, 46.5. And well, my man, my CFL man said, if it's too high, take the Elks. All right, that's going to do it for the morning steam for sure now. Thank you to everyone in the chat. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. I thought this was an okay show, even if we took every home team. Thank you very much, everybody, for your support. And for the Sports Money Network, I'm Ramon Scott. So long.
Lineup. Cash, then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott, sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money.